guys, it's Emily Seagren, Makeup Marketers and Team Momentum. How are you? I want to do a video on cruising like a boss. Are you guys ready to go to Bermuda? Every time I talk about it, Josh talks about the Bermuda Triangle. I'm like, shh. Anyways, I'm super excited, and I hope to see so many of you on this cruise. We can earn it. The time frame is from campaign 20 to... Oh, I see. Okay, sorry. All right, campaign 20 through campaign 6 of 2018. So that gives us 13 campaigns to earn this. We're already well on our way. For trendsetters, it's campaign 22 through 8. So that's what I was trying to understand there. Okay, so I do have another video on how to earn it where I cover the incentive details and how you can earn points and some ideas on how to do that. So be sure to check out that video. I want to go over some leadership tips to help you guys earn this, because part of it is the recruiting, part of it is your sales, and then part of it is the success of the representatives once they sign up with you. So I have put into place some other leadership activities that I wasn't doing before, which has given me some interesting results, because I have done a video in the past about how personal recruits tend to do better than Alma recruits. So this is really interesting because here, let's see, we are in the fourth campaign has not closed out yet. I have 10,150 points, so I almost have Rob's free trip, so I'm very excited about that. I have 17 qualified Alma recruits and 16 qualified personal recruits. So that is really interesting. We are now in, we're switching over to campaign 24. 23 hasn't closed out yet. And I want to show you, check out all that green. So what does that mean? That means that my representatives have placed a successful first or second order over $150. And if they're yellow, it hasn't closed out that they've paid on time yet. If it's all green, it counts. So hoping to see a lot of green on your report. So I actually have almost 50 qualified representatives when they close out that they've paid on time. So it really was a shock to me to earn the incentive that quickly. So I want to cover the activities that I do that I think have really made a difference. So here you can see the follow-up orders, because you can get points for every successful order they have after they sign up. So you definitely want to help them place a successful first or second order. And then you also want to teach them how to be successful going forward, so you get points for that as well. As a leader, I am working with one representative at a time to try and earn it, because for Vacation Like a Boss, I was trying to help like 12 people, and I barely got one team member. So I learned my lesson there. You know, I try different theories and tactics and to try and figure out what works best for me. So I was trying to help too many people and it almost ended up helping none of them to earn that incentive. So my strategy has changed this time. What I am doing is, so this report, I should have started out with that. This is the Cruise Like a Boss PDF report that you'll find in Vibe. These are how many points my team members have. So I'm sending out the ranking report to them. I'm trying to do it every Friday so they can see where they are with other team momentum leaders. Need a drink of water here. So a lot of my tips and advice here are about doing consistent leadership activities every campaign, and really nailing down your calendar. I like to use automated social media posts and automated emails to help me not only to get online customers and online recruits, but then to also help my newest team members become successful representatives. So I had a meeting with my bronze ambassadors and higher. I like to meet with them on Zoom every other week, and it's more of a candid talk, and we get to share our excitement and our frustrations and learn from one another. But they wanted to know what I do for which generations so that they can get ideas on activities that they can do. So I have a couple employees that help me with my leadership tasks. I'm just going to read them off to you on what I do. So I have a set of 3 emails that I send out to new reps. The first one is welcome and congratulations. The second one is about setting up your e-store. And then the third one is about placing your first order. So that's something that I've done for a couple years now. Whenever I have a new team member, they get that round of emails. And I do have those posted on Makeup Marketers. I'll share the link with you in the comments. So we send that set of emails. Then we send a welcome to Avon and congratulations on starting your business text. I send out, so those new rep emails I send to my first generation only. The welcome to Avon text I send to all 3 generations. I used Sprint, and I can actually text for free from the website. So it's so much quicker to be able to type on your computer and send out text to a huge group all at one time. We send welcome cards just to first generation. Kickstart emails. So this is really important because you want to guide your representatives as they're going through the Kickstart program. I know I printed out a page from my Kickstart report here. So I use that Kickstart report to help them reach their goals. And one trick that you want to do with pending appointments, so that's before they actually place their first order, is you want to cover all of the new rep programs and incentives that are going on, because that's going to help encourage them to place successful orders. So I may not be able to find the Kickstart printout. Oh, I think I found it. Okay. So right now I would use the Kickstart program to keep them reminded of their goals every campaign. I would use the rebate incentive, the starter kit rebate incentive, to encourage them to have successful first order. I really want to use Avon's programs as leverage to help them be successful so that it also helps the whole team. All right, so for Kickstart, my employee, she sends them an email just reminding them of the goal that they need to make, and then just the details of the program so that it's a constant reminder, because with incentives and programs, once you stop talking about them, they're kind of in the back of your head, so you always want to do reminders. So she sends a Kickstart email to all of my Generation 1 new reps, and then we also do a text. So communicating in multiple forms of communication is super important. Campaign recognition. So we do a blog post about it. We send out emails. We send texts. We post it on Facebook. And we send cards. Recognition is so important. One of your most important activities as a leader. So if you only have time to do one thing, do recognition. There's a couple of saved reports that I have on Vibe that I send out every other week as PDFs in my emails so Team Momentum can see where they are among their peers. Action alerts. So use those action alerts in Vibe to send out reminders to your representatives and to build orders. So you can contact people for no orders. You can contact people who have been inactive. Definitely use that list. And I have a couple of email templates that I use for that as well, but I need to start scheduling them through email so I'm consistent about them. So I'll talk about that in a minute. So for action alerts, I send that to all 3 generations. Order reminders, we send that to all 3 generations. We send an email and a text for each RPS. It really has boosted our team sales, sending out that reminder. I didn't used to want to do that because I didn't want to be a nag, but people are busy. So if you're friendly about it and you send a nice reminder, then people are usually grateful about that. One thing you have to be careful of that I noticed is on the no order, it tells you like you have 2 days for them to submit it. They actually have till the day after that, till noon. So every once in a while, I'll send out a reminder and people get a little confused. So make sure you're checking out the details about when the RPS is due when you're using some of those Vibe reports. So for our Kickstart program, you definitely want to print out your Kickstart report every other campaign, every other week. It tells you, okay, so this is my new rep here. It says she needs to place a $150 second order by November 14th. So, what I also found with this, and I don't know if they corrected it, is that it actually needed to be the day before because if they placed it afternoon, it wouldn't count. So also check your order dates and specifics yourself. I don't want to tell you guys the wrong thing. So I give advice. You need to double check to make sure I'm not giving you the wrong advice. Okay, so then we also email birthday cards and anniversary cards. We do Facebook posts for birthday and anniversary, and we do text. I hope my team feels special and I want to recognize them on those special days. So that is all for first generation. Okay, so how do I onboard my team members so that so many of them are successful in that cruise like a boss? I have started using Constant Contact, which is an email marketing program. And what I've found with automating parts of my business is it really makes sure that I am consistent, because we can say, oh yeah, I need to send out all of my mentor emails on what's your why today, and then you never get to it, and then you never get to it, and maybe by the end of the month you've sent 2 out of the 10 that you wanted to send. So what I have done is under sales leadership and mentor tools, there is a communications guideline. Let me find it here. There we go. It says Mentor Communications Guideline page, I think. Let's see. Mentor Communications Guideline page. Yes. Okay. So what that tells you is which emails Avon is sending out to your new representatives and when. It also gives you templates to send as their mentor. So how do I keep track on who I've sent it to? So I print out the campaign schedule roadmap planning. And what I do is after the appointments have closed for a campaign, so I would find, for example, start. I don't know why it's saying ENRTS. Enrollments. Okay. It used to say appointments. So I just want to make sure I was seeing the right thing here. Okay, so I find when the campaign closes for new appointments. So, for example, November 22nd, 2017, the enrollments for Meal Plan 10, Campaign 26, end on the 22nd. So after all of the new appointments for Campaign 26 have already gone in, that's when I schedule the group of mentor emails to go out. So after it closes on the 22nd, I would take all my new appointments from Campaign 26 and I would schedule their onboarding emails. So I have found that the more I communicate with people, the more successful they are. So sometimes I know as a leader, it may feel like we're contacting too much. But I have found in general, it is better to over communicate and stay in touch than to feel like you're bothering them. So flexible ordering, I print that out as well. And then I always, I like to read the programs and incentives just because there's a lot going on at Avon. So it's good to stay informed and remind yourself which programs and incentives you are to be promoting. Then I also use my weekly, monthly planner. I live by this. I am not a very organized person by nature, but with Avon, the busier I've gotten, the more organized I've had to become. So I live by this planner. I put in the kids' activities. I put in vet appointments, dentist appointments. I like to use one calendar for personal and for Avon, so that I don't miss things, because I think if I had two, I'd miss things. I write down all of the RPS due dates. I write down when a campaign closes out. I write down scheduled webinars that we have. I write down my pay dates. I like to know when those are. I write when my website switches over. What else? When I need to pay Avon. E-rep deposit. So I like to be organized and know what's going on my calendar at all times. So in the monthly view, I'll put in due dates and appointments. In the weekly view, when I behave myself and make to-do lists, that's where I put those. So I do find I get a lot more accomplished if I make to-do lists, but I'm not very good about taking the time to sit and do the list. So anyways, if you are good about that, you may want to put it in the weekly view. So I hope that you guys found this helpful. The bigger your team gets and the more people you add, the more organized and prepared you need to be as a leader. So I hope to see all of you guys on that cruise. One other thing that I do as a leadership activity is I have that new rep webinar. I have a sales and recruiting webinar, and then a leadership webinar with recruiting and leadership tips. So I do 3 per month. So in a nutshell, I think those are all of the leadership activities that I do. Keeps me nice and busy, and I hope you found this helpful. Bye guys, have a great day.